branches. We have 5 that are scattered throughout the District of Columbia. The closest to us is right by the Big Chair, 1800 on Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue. And we have 2 in Prince George's County. One of the things that I love about Industrial Bank is that we're a relationship bank. We listen to the voice of our community. We have the freedom, thanks to our executive team that are here, to be able to tweak our products and services to best meet your individual needs. Because no business, no individual households are going to have the same challenges or need the same type of support in order to meet their individual goals. Let me give you an example. We were at the Anacostia Arts Center. There's Entree DC that works with some entrepreneurs inside that space. And about 1.5 years ago, Dominique Colbert, who heads that organization, came to me and said, you know, I really appreciate your presentation. I appreciate the products and services that Industrial Bank has, but most of my small businesses can't afford to keep $5,000 daily balance. We went back to our executive team and Mr. Mitchell said, fix it. And so what we've done and what we have now for our new upcoming entrepreneurs is something that's called the Emerging Business Relationship. That account allows you as a new business owner, 2 years or less, to open up an account with $25. We get you started with your intro kit, and we will not charge you any service fees for a year. As you start to get your business in order, we encourage you to come meet with our branch managers. Each of them which is equipped with a cell phone and will be responsive with a sense of urgency to your needs. And so it's about relationship. We actually realize that we may not be able to satisfy every single thing that you have, so we have strategic partnerships. We work with Operation Hope. We work with Home Free USA that I'm sure my colleague will speak of. We actually offer a product, a relationship that's called Bank on DC. What that means is we realize that several members of our community may have had a challenging first experience with a bank. They may have some charge-offs, which is an unpaid account balance, and they need a second chance. We understand that. We believe in second chances. And so we will establish a new relationship with individuals that owe a bank $500 or less. If you walk into some of those other institutions and you have a charge-off, they'll say, come back and you can show that it's paid in full. We don't do that. We welcome you. We provide free financial literacy so that we can make sure that you don't have to revisit the same crisis situation that you encountered with the first time, and we're setting you up for success. We're a bank with integrity and ethics, and we realize that collective responsibility, cooperative economics are what we need to be able to sustain ourselves and to thrive. With Industrial Bank, it's more than a checking account, it's more than a savings account, it's more than a loan. We are deeply rooted in the community. We go into prisons and work with incarcerated 14 to 17-year-olds up in Baltimore. We'll start doing that in January in the DC jails, an experience that has forever changed my life because we have to go where our children. We're in the churches, we're in the schools. We were not too long ago over in Southeast Millie, where were we? Art Adrenaline, where we were cutting PVC pipes, and if you go over there to have lunch with Sean, who has the restaurant over there, those benches, we painted those. So we do so many things at Industrial Bank. And so I just want you to know that as a CDFI, we reinvest 60% of our assets back into the communities that we serve. Yeah. This is the community that we serve. And so by your deposits and by your loans and by your complete relationship, you empower us to affect the livelihoods of our families and our communities. One other thing before I finish.
Tell them about the financial literacy seminars we do for.
Yes, we do free financial literacy seminars. And so we were charged by Mr. Mitchell a couple of years ago to create it. And so we have a full PowerPoint, very interactive presentation that deals with banking 101, everything you need to know about basic banking, the importance of savings, understanding and repairing your credit, first-time home buyership, retirement planning. And so we have the full gamut of the information that we're deprived of that will help us to excel in our communities. And so we provide that free of charge. If anybody has a group or an organization and you want us to be there, my cards are here. You can contact me, and all I need is a 2-week advance notice because our calendar overfloweth, but we will be responsive. The very last thing that I wanted to talk to you all, I have to tell you about Kasasa. Don't ask me what it means. It sounds Afrocentric and beautiful, but it's a new rewards program that we have recently launched about a year ago. We pay you to bank with us. It's so easy. We pay you to bank with us. So with Kasasa, it's a checking account for consumers only. You know Dr. Sasa, right? For consumers only, where we will pay you up to Jackie, get it right. We will pay you 2.5% APY on balances up to $15,000 if you meet three small criteria. There's another one. If, for instance, you're not interested in the higher balances, but you're a card swiper, we will pay you up to $7.50 every single month for banking with us. What are the three criteria? You do it every day. One, we realize the importance of saving paper, so if you allow us to send you e-statements rather than the paper statements, that's one. The second one is that you log on to your online banking portal at least once a month. We check our balances almost every day. The third is that you swipe your debit card an average of 2.5 times a week, 12 times a month. That's the gas station, Subway, barbershop, beauty salon. If you do those things, you meet the criteria. And you can either have 2.5% APY each month, or we'll give you $7.50 cash back on your purchases every single month. We realize we're a community bank and we have limited ATM access. So with that relationship, we will also refund up to $25 if for some reason you have to put your card in a foreign ATM like a Bank of America PNC. And so we make it very, very easy for you. There's no reason for you not to be with us. One other thing I want to say is that we don't only listen to what he says, he models those behaviors. Several years ago, we severed our ties with Office Depot. So every piece of paper we print on, every piece of paper we write on, you know about them. Camus Muhammad, Freedom Paper Company in Columbia, Maryland. That's Industrial Bank. Not only that, Mr. Mitchell has gone out with his colleagues, and so there are some churches and some other businesses in our communities that follow his lead, okay? One other thing, there was Blue Delta Water. I don't know if you all know about that, but they were over on Westphalia Road, Roland Butler. We took all of the Deer Park or whatever water we had in our branches, and we had Blue Delta Water for some months. But guess what? We didn't have enough support, and so we went out of business. And so it's so critical that we follow what Mr. Mitchell and so many others have said to us. Seek out those opportunities to support each other, because it will affect those children that we see incarcerated in jail. It'll reduce those numbers. It will affect employment. It will affect how our black men see each other. It will affect how our women see each other. You'll start to see the blouses buttoned up and the pants won't be so tight because we have a purpose and we have a vision and we see some value in ourselves. So please, give us a try. I will tell you, my name is Jackie Bowles. I have some cards. You'll have my cell phone number. We're not perfect, but we will respond with a sense of urgency. I will deal with you respectfully and with empathy. And so my plea to you is to go tell somebody. Go tell somebody about the goodness of Industrial Bank.